Hi, this is Andrew Wissick coming in from the Wissick household here in Winston-Salem. Hopefully the first of many podcasts or broadcasts, whatever you want to call it, looking to get into some motivational speaking, things of that nature. Also thought it'd be nice to put a face to me. I get on my Facebook a lot, post statuses, but I thought it'd be nice to get a face and, human touch to things, so a voice so you can know where I'm coming from on stuff, and it helps so you can talk sometimes too, because I know that reading can sometimes get boring. It's good, but it's good to have a variety of sources on things. But anyways, I wanted to make a point about this, and I came across this when I was on my Facebook looking at a meme or something of that nature, just about, the whole racial thing and different things that are happening in America right now with cops and, race and violence in society and things of that nature. But anyways, here's the deal, and let me just say this, and let me just make a point about the press too when I say this, okay? Let's look at, some of the major racial, violence things that have gone on in the past, in the past 25 years in this country. Let's look at Rodney King. Let's look at, the Trayvon Martin case, or even now, and some of the stuff that goes on, and that has gone on, and let's just try and have a healthy perspective on this, okay? Now, with the Rodney King case, and the Trayvon Martin case, neither one of those people, neither one of those kids, those men, those kids, whatever you want to call them, young adults, neither one of them were saints by any means, okay? They had criminal backgrounds in some cases, troubled kids, troubled adults. Rodney King really wasn't a nice person at all. He wasn't, he wasn't a great person. But the actions of the LAPD were really, really not good, and it didn't merit the beating that he got for what happened to him. So, yeah, he wasn't a saint, and that's the issue, and that's where you got to come in, and that's where we got to, be fair, and that's where we got to call a spade here, because at the end of the day, the media has a tendency, they do, in fact, sensationalize things, okay? Look, Rodney King was not a saint. He didn't say, can't we all just get along? But I'll give you a better example, like the Trayvon Martin case, okay? Look, Trayvon Martin, here's a kid who, George Zimmerman, thinks that it's hard to believe this was back in 2012 that all this happened. It's been so long ago, God. But yeah, Trayvon Martin's this guy, he's this kid who's in a neighborhood, and, he's, and this guy, George Zimmerman, sees him. Now, initially, when the media reports it, it makes it look like it's this horribly racially motivated killing. They just gunned this kid down in cold blood. Oh my God, how could a white guy kill a black guy like this? Kill a young black kid? It's so horrible. That's how it goes. The president goes out, and I like the president, I supported him, but he used it for his PR. He went out and, said if I had a son, he would look like Trayvon. Well, then the other side of the story comes out, and it turns out Trayvon has some stuff on his record. He's got a troubled past, Then the other side, the other extreme comes out, and the other extreme says, oh, let's beat down Trayvon. That kid was a punk. He deserved to die, yada, yada. Then they find out in the police report Trayvon was raining down MMA-style blows on George Zimmerman. I think it had been reported prior to that Zimmerman said punk before he fired the shots. But that being said, the fact of the matter is this, and this is the fact of the matter, and it just clearly goes to show, first of all, let's clarify too, if it seems like I have trouble staying on point, it may seem like I'm rambling, but I do have it. If you have trouble following me, let me know. But anyways, the whole thing, getting back to, Zimmerman and getting back to that case, the point is that looking at the specifics of the case, Zimmerman deemed himself neighborhood watch. He armed himself, and he wasn't mentally well, and he's not mentally well because he's had numerous charges since then, and I think that based on that, we can make some pretty fair assumptions. But also, with Zimmerman, too, when you deem yourself neighborhood watch and you're in, a car and you see a kid that looks suspicious, hey, that's fine. He was a black kid in a hood. You know what? There's a reason that, stereotypes exist because there is a degree of truth to them. However, he took it to the extreme. If he felt like it was a bad thing and he had deemed himself neighborhood watch, he probably should have called the cops. Kept his firearm on him, hey, look at the kid, make sure he's not doing anything dangerous, keep an eye on, and wait until the cops get there. Could have had better discretion. Instead, he gets out of the car and confronts the kid, and, the kid's physically beating him down, so he's in a position where he has to shoot him. And I mean, the thing about it is that the reality of it is that they tried to charge him, the DA and the people in the cases tried to charge him with premeditated murder, when the reality of the matter is that Zimmerman should have gone to jail on manslaughter charges. So my points are, I guess, here is that, people a lot of times try and sensationalize things, and you have to look into the specifics of a lot of cases before you jump to conclusions. Don't believe all the headlines. Don't believe all that stuff. Just read. Look into the details of things. Details. That's what matters. Sherlock Holmes said in a book one time, he said to Dr. Watson, he said, data, data, data. Without clay, I cannot make bricks. You have to know the specifics of a case before you start just blurting everything out and saying stupid stuff, okay? Seriously, do some thinking, America. Do some thinking, the world. Critical thinking, specifically. But yeah, I'll post a couple more things probably tonight. I'm hearing my jammies out here, but hey, I'm relaxed. I worked out. I had a great workout session tonight. So, yeah, take care, folks. You'll hear more from me. Andrew Wissick. Bye.